Along the same kind of lines with the different demographic, how do you cater to education students? Because I know that's a really big thing right now with a lot of people wanting to go back to school. So I'm wondering, how do you cater your web presence to the 35-year-old who is sitting in a job unless they're going to have a time?
It's interesting. I mean, as much as we don't want to say it, where there's schools out there like Phoenix, and that kind of stuff that, there's this negative perception of what they're doing with, for-profit education. And I won't even go down that route, but just in marketing and in general, just touching upon the needs of that audience and saying this is what we offer, whether it's online programs or one-year programs versus 2-year or 1 year into graduate study full-time. I market to graduate students too, so I work with both undergrad and grad, and I see it as a similar audience, but our demographic there is about 26 to 27 for entering students. The interesting thing at Emerson, we don't work, the continuing education department, professional studies, what we call it, doesn't work with under admission. So we're two separate audiences. So if we're trying to work with them on a high school program for juniors coming in for a writing program in the summer, it's difficult actually to say what students came to that, because then we want to reach out to them to see if they want to come here full time. So I think the first thing is seeing where those, you would think that continuing ed and admission just work together all the time, but it's actually, for most colleges, it's two very separate things. It's more of an academic focus rather than a marketing and admission focus, and that's where the disconnect is. I don't know if it's the same with your schools too.
Our graduate front, we really, the full-time programs lean more towards the undergrad demographic, their mid-20s, and if you think about that generation, we're working very closely with graduate school and our graduate leaders to make them aware of the fact they're more like the undergraduate students than they are our alumni that are 20 years out. So I think that's one area where we're kind of trying to shift their strategic focus on how they market to them. We do have a program that targets kind of mid-level executives, and it's a hybrid program, half online and half in person. And I think that's a program where it's a slightly different take in terms of the marketing. And I think it's where do you find them and where you find them online, where you engage them in other areas is kind of something that's kind of an ongoing challenge, I think, with the graduate school leadership team is because I think there are groups like University of Phoenix where they do have, supposedly they have a bad name, but they're doing the right things when it comes to marketing so many times how they're getting out there. So I think trying to find that right balance to ensure that you're getting in the right places, but still are aware of the brand impact, I think is an ongoing challenge for us.